Letters and parcels from cities and towns to Abbott and Baker and Cooper and Downs. Red stamps and blue stamps, purples and pinks. A rainbow of colors in papers and inks. Millions of letters and parcels a day, sorted and routed and sent on their way. But no matter how many, it really is true. The one with your name is sure to find you.
Well, it started, quite simply, and it subsequently became an issue of what kind of salacious material can get through the mail. How far can you go with pornography, and actually went pretty far. Then it became a matter of politics. Then it became an international. At first, it was just a local activity. I put them in the mailbox right in front of my building over on Cermak Avenue, and the next day they'd be actually delivered in the door. It's gradually got larger because I started mailing things to people in California and in New York, and they'd mail things back to me. Those things back to me. And then it became an international event, like people would travel to France, say, and I said, oh, well, let me make a French stamp, and you just drop it in the mail for me and mail it back. And that worked as well. And so it actually just grew exponentially, and it's become huge. Not huge, but I mean, for me, it's become a much larger activity than it began as, for sure. It actually didn't become an issue until I had mailed a letter, or I had mailed a series of. I had somebody mail a series of letters from Norway, and the Norwegians took particular offense at this stamp, and contacted the guys in Washington, postal authorities in Washington, who contacted the guys in Chicago. They came, knocked on my door, and it turns out that day I was expecting building inspectors. And they came to the door, knocked, and I opened it, and there were these two officious-looking people, and I asked who they were, and they said they were the inspectors, and assuming they were the building inspectors, I let them in. But I realized that they were armed. I said, what kind of inspectors are you guys? And they said, we're postal inspectors.